Good evening, welcome to Hollybush Railway. Another Friday night live stream here for you. My name's Dave and this is my layout. Hope you've all had a good week, looking forward to the weekend. Please feel free to say hello in the chat, let me know how the stream is going, let me know you can hear me okay, let me know that you can see everything alright. And yeah, just say hello. This is a little live stream running session here on Hollybush Railway, which I do most Friday nights. And on the tracks tonight, just coming round the bend, we've got the going for a modern image one tonight. So we've got the Intercity HST. We've got the Class 37 Lochranach. And over in the shunting yard, got a 66 and an 08. And the speed that I've set this 66 off at, the HST will probably get into frame before it. There's the 66 Hollybush Rail Freight livery with a couple of coal wagons behind it. And we've got the 08 with some cough hops. Also got Blink Bonnie with a Steam special out somewhere on the way out. I'll be passing by later on. If you're a regular on the channel here, then you'll have seen my My last video was a trip over to Fife for the St Andrews Model Rail exhibition last weekend. And on the back of the train pulled by the 37, something that I picked up at the show there. Rainbow Railways had a stall. They had a fair bit of TT120 stock. And I got a nice wee bargain there with that Mark II brake coach. Picked that up about half price. It was an excellent exhibition. If you were at the show, you'll know how good it was. If you couldn't make it to the show, then please do check out the video on the channel here. There was quite a lot of really good stuff at that. It does feel a little bit like most of my videos the last few while have been exhibition videos. There's been a lot of shows the last few while. So it's nice to get back home, spend some time with my own layout for a wee while tonight. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this this wee running session. I haven't done much modern image running on the live streams for a while. Been quite focused on the steam trains for the last few streams, so I thought I would get the diesels out tonight. And the HST hadn't been running a while. It was a little bit temperamental, needing a warm up before it got going tonight, but it seems to be running well now. Probably jinxed it now. The Intercity HST, sorry, not the HST, the Intercity liveried 37 is still away at Hornby for some repairs after it broke down last week. Hopefully nothing too major. They will be able to get that sorted up and back on the layout pretty soon. But for our 37s I do still have Lochranach. And I've got Christopher in the chats from Maybury Railroad's Knoxville, Tennessee, USA. Howdy. Good evening, Chris. How you doing? Glad you could join me. And hello from Scotland. Hollybush Railway here in Glasgow. So yeah, I've got my Lochranach 37 out with a passenger service tonight. It shouldn't be too long until I've got another 37. Hornby's Coalfield set due out next month with the coal sectorisation liveried class 37 in that, and a couple more wagons for the freight yard. Looking forward to getting that. Looking forward to getting a proper look at it and see if they really have sorted the head code plating out as they said they would. Christopher says, doing good for a 68-year-old disabled veteran on a walker. I'm glad to hear you're doing alright. So you've got a layout called Maybury Railroads. What kind of stuff are you modelling? So this is a Southwest Scotland TT120 set railway here. But folk in the chat, please do let me know what kind of stuff you're making, what you're modelling, what scales you're working in. Tell me a wee bit about your railways. Always interesting to hear what other folk are doing. On track with N-Gauge trains is in the chat as well. Hi, good evening. welcome along. How are you doing tonight? Good to have you with us. You've been busy on a model railroad for over 60 plus years doing all scales and maintenance and repairs. This is Christopher there. And on track with Engage. Evening, I'm well, thanks. My 66 giving Mac trains a run for his money there. If you're subscribed to Mac Train's channel, he's doing a TT Top Trumps set of videos at the moment, where his latest one is finding out which are the slowest TT locos that'll run smoothly around his layout, and my 66 is doing a nice wee crawl there. On track with Engage, just started off making a Metcalf model. Ah, nice, yeah. I love the Metcalf kits. Which one are you working on tonight? I've got a few of them here on my layout. I've found that the Metcalf N-scale kits are a reasonably close match actually to TT120. They're a tiny bit small, but they don't look sort of so small that they look really out of place. And Christopher saying, loving your layouts. Thank you very much. Let's see if I can find a... Yeah, that's a corner shop there. That's a Metcalf N-gauge kit with some TT120 figures outside it. Just changed the door frames to look a little bit taller. Ah, the pub and shops kits. Yeah, there's some nice ones. Yeah, the bakers and corner shop here are from that kit. I've got a pub built as well somewhere. I don't know if I've got a shot lined up of it. My little busker figure is next to it, but I don't. Yeah, you can't see the pub in that shot. This is the only one that I've made so far that the difference in scale between N and TT was actually kind of a bit of an issue. My 1:120 scale fire engine had to be parked outside because with the ladders on the roof there, it just wouldn't fit in the N scale door. Off to Carnforth tomorrow for their model rail exhibition. Awesome, I hope you have a great time. Whereabouts is that? My geography can be pretty sketchy. I know where all the Scotland shows are, but outside of that, not always so much. Near Lancaster. Cool. I hope you have a great day at it. I love getting out to the exhibitions. Great to see, so many different layouts and so many things you can get ideas from. The one I was at last weekend in St Andrews, that was a lovely day out. Apart from the absolutely massive seagull that tried to nick my fish supper at the end of it. Now I think this time I'm gonna stop the HST in Dalrymple Station. And let's switch over the tracks. The gluing track down on Sunday, well, seagulls are a pain here. Yeah, they're a pain everywhere. And good luck with the track gluing. Hope that all goes well. Could be a nerve-wracking process when you start sticking everything down, but yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. I've got a Steam special. Link Bonnie. Yes, hoping to go on the practice layout that I know one. Practice layout going well. Yeah, always a good idea to have something you can practice new ideas on before you kind of really commit to them on the big layout. The point's not like when it comes to ballasting. Yeah, I totally sympathise. It took me a while to kind of get the knack of doing points. There is a junction on the layout that I want to remodel to make it easier for trains from the inside loop to get onto the high level on the outside loop. But I am putting it off for as long as I can because I don't want to. I'm not looking forward to tearing up track and having to re-glue everything down with new junctions. The engineering works can wait a while. Yeah, yes, on the back burner with jobs you don't like. Yeah. Much more fun to just run some trains. Yeah, there's a few jobs needing done around here that will get done eventually, but there's no great rush for them. When you're starting the scenics, you're thinking of getting the plug and play light system, more expensive but hassle free. Yeah, I'm all for saving hassle. I went with quite a very basic, cheap set of lights that I found on eBay for my street lights here at Hollybush, and yeah, they're good now. They work now, but they were a faff to get in. I am not great with electronics, not very good at soldering, and the instructions that came with them were pretty scant and kind of misleading as well, because it gave the impression that you're supposed to wire them all in series, and I got about 3 lights in and they started to dim quite rapidly. Fortunately, I have got a very handy resource that I can turn to for all things electronics. My dad's a retired physics teacher, so he set me right on what I was supposed to be doing. It was supposed to be wired in parallel, but the instructions didn't tell you that. So once he showed me what I was supposed to be doing to set them up right, then they were fine after that. So now I've got kind of wiring, a couple of wiring buses for all the lights, with each one kind of going off in parallel off that bus. But yeah, the electrical side of it, it's it can be a bit tricky to work out sometimes if you're not that familiar with how it's all supposed to go. And I'm guessing most folk don't have a physics teacher on hand that they can call up at any time. So cheers, Dad. Alright, I'm going to bring Link Bonnie to a halt in Hollybush Station and set the points for the Dalrymple line again. Really could do some more cameras for the actual live shots. I've only got 2 cameras that I can use for the running shots. Nice to get some live footage from Hollybush. Bit of a rush start. On track with Engage. Bought 4 Graham Farish model low relief shop, pub and 2 terrace houses. Not too bad, nice. Got a nice wee town scene coming on there. There was supposed to be some TT120 low relief for the town scene buildings coming out. Peachy 120 did a kind of preview video. Well, it must have been a while back now. I've not heard any more news on when they're coming out. It's always the way of it with model railway stuff, isn't it? You know, you hear somebody making an announcement of a new product, and then could be years waiting for it to actually come out. I might be able to see about getting a few more of these cough hop wagons soon. Got them on eBay from West Highland Models up in Skye, I think they're based. He's been away with work for quite a while, but his eBay shop's just come back online, so I might see about picking up a few more. On track with Engage, yes, planning ahead as at the back and one side putting shops and houses, and the main is the village town. I think said last stream hills and lake. That sounds like it's going to be lovely. Particle Station, Charlie here, your lighting looks great. You could buy some cheap cameras to put them strategically around the layout, but then what and how are you powering them? Do you have another computer or laptop? Yeah, I'm just kind of basically at the moment I'm just waiting to get paid for a job that I did last month, and then I'll have a little bit of spare cash for some more things I can put around the railway, either in rolling stock or infrastructure for doing the live streams, like some more cameras. The ones that I've got, they're just USB powered, so they're just going into a little kind of USB extension lead thing that plugs them into the laptop. So the camera that I'm on at the moment, that's my good camera. That's the one that I use for filming most of my videos. The other one, it's just a fairly basic webcam, but it does the job all right for the live streams. I do actually have another one somewhere, but it is so cheap. The resolution is so bad that it's not worthwhile putting that one out. Particle Station saying, I ended up adding an additional session onto my laptop so I could add cameras to. One or two would drop off during a live show. Yeah, it's always handy having quite a few options for camera angles and the backups if something does fall off. And say once the pay comes through from the job for the gigs that I was doing last month at the Commonwealth Games, then I'll have a little bit more funds available for a few bits and pieces. On track with Engage, be right back, just seeing if paint's dry. It's done a small test road. I need to put the cobblestone pavement on if dry. No worries, catch you in a bit, hope it's all going well. Yeah, there's an awful lot of waiting for things to dry in this hobby. Particle Station saying, check out Anthony Dodge, the train outsider. He has multiple cameras on his layout. Cheers. I don't think I've seen his channel before. Let me just look that one up. Anthony Dodge model train outsider. Not quite dried yet. Still tacky. Ah well. Give it time. Right, I've just got Train Outsider Anthony's Dodge. He's on a live stream at the moment himself. I've just got his up on the on my mobile here. That's quite a size of a layout he's got. That 5 running lines. Cheers. I'll get a proper look at his channel when I've finished the stream here. Thanks for that. He's in Toledo, Idaho. Cool. Oh, hang on. Got a stalled 08 there. Got a number of layouts tied in. Awesome. I'll say when I've got a bit more time, I'll get a good look at his channel. Have a look at those layouts. And whilst I've got a good few of you watching the stream here just now, I should get a wee plug in there. Please do like and subscribe and all the usual kind of stuff. If you do subscribe, then there'll be some new videos coming up. It's going to be quite a busy spell for exhibitions in the next couple of months. So next month I'm going to be filming at the Edinburgh Model Railway exhibition on the 5th of September. It's the Ayr Model Rail Show down in Troon on the 19th. And into October we've got Dunblane Model Rail, Central Scotland Model Rail Show on the 3rd. Greenock Show on the 17th, and the Cathcart Show here in Glasgow on the 24th. And I'm going to be attending all of them and filming videos that will be up on the channel here. Particle Station saying I went on a rant the other day about YouTube increasing the required number of watch hours. Small guy, i.e. us, always sacrificed first. Yeah, I just heard about that the other day, that YouTube is increasing the number of watch hours to join the YouTube partner program from 4,000 to 8,000, which is really disappointing that they've moved the goalposts yet again. For anyone that isn't yet in the partnered program and not yet earning money on their videos, they're still getting adverts put on them. YouTube's still earning from them. But they're not prepared to give a cut of that money. And let's face it, YouTube is owned by Google. They're not short of money. But they're not prepared to give a cut of it to the smaller YouTubers. If you're already in the partnered program and you don't have the, if you've got the 4,000 hours but you don't have the 8,000. And I think there's going to be a kind of, if you're already in the partnered program, then they're not going to kick you out of it. But if you aren't already in it, and you're kind of just getting close to the 4,000 mark, and suddenly you found that you've got 8,000 to get to, that's going to be incredibly dispiriting. And I can't help feel that there's going to be some people that wind up kind of giving up their channels, which would be a real shame. When I'm not running this channel to make a living out of. No, I'm just running this because it's fun for me. I like making videos. It's what my degree is in. I'm a film school graduate, make a living as a musician these days, but I still enjoy making the videos and putting them up on YouTube. And I've been lucky enough to get to the point where I can monetize my channel and make a little bit, which you can put into buying some more models and more trains for me. But it's not making a lot, but yeah, if you're just starting out, like on track with Engage Train saying that's what I said, my channel just started. I noticed on a couple of videos already have adverts. Yeah, YouTube is gaining from your channel now. They're putting the adverts on whether you want them or not. So they're already making ad revenue. Yeah, it's always the way of it, isn't it? The big corporations are never short of money, and it's always the little guys that are getting taken advantage of. Particle Station saying we need another platform, but that's a big task. In the meantime, I posted a 27-minute video on YouTube about YouTube on Instagram as well. Yeah, it's hard to really kind of know which way to take things with the videos. Anytime it feels like a new platform comes along, it never takes it long before it winds up going down the same kind of corporate routes. I don't know what the answer is, but yeah, it's quite disheartening whichever way you look at it. Yeah, I'm just glad that I'm not depending on YouTube to make a living. It's nice to get a few quid extra from it, but yeah, I wouldn't. Well, that's a downer note to finish on tonight. It's not far off 9 o'clock, which is about when I'm gonna finish tonight's live stream. Just gonna go on for an hour tonight, just a wee one. But yeah, it's a real shame what YouTube are doing. So yeah, I'm gonna kind of start to wrap things up for tonight. Particle Station signed up with StreamYard free, then opted for the paid version. About a year went by and found they doubled the cost and quit. Yeah, some friends of mine used to use StreamYard for live streaming from the open mic nights that they used to run down home and air. Acoustic Bliss live music nights, brilliant night, and they used to live stream it all around the world. And then they just found that the costs were going up and up and up all the time, and it wasn't worth it. And they wound up just stopping doing the whole thing, which is a real shame. Yeah, so that's just about it from me tonight. Cheers to everyone who has tuned in. Cheers to everyone who's joined in the chat. And yeah, there's going to be some more videos coming up on the channel over the next couple of months. We've got a whole load of exhibitions around Scotland before the end of the year, and there can be lots of video highlights from those. There'll be a review of Hornby's Coalfield train set when it comes out next month, and Helgen's 121 bubble car shouldn't be far away as well. I feel like I've been saying that forever, but it is supposed to be coming out in Q3, sometime September, October. So touchwood, I'll be reviewing that on the channel soon. I do have a wee idea for another project. Something that I might do later on in the year if I can get some time to work on it. Something around some disused railway lines around Glasgow. I don't want to say too much on that project in case I wind up not getting the time to do it. But yeah, I've got a few ideas for things that I want to do here on the channel. So please do click the subscribe button. Click the bell icon to get notifications of when I post new stuff. And all being well, I should be back next Friday night for another live stream session here at Hollybush Railway. Hope you all have a great weekend, and I will see you again soon. Take care and good night.